Alright, I was all ready to make some scrambled eggs today on my one thick HHO burner, but I kept having this idea in my head of this little gizmo I had created for a different project to use that as a burner, and that's what I did, and you'll see me trying to dial in the height on this, so here's a video. Alright, this was something that I had made to use for heating experiments. Each individual heater was going to be heating a container of potassium nitrate, but I never got around to that experiment, and I just realized I could use this as a pretty cool burner to cook something with, so I'm going to try that today. I'm going to just tape up all these threads and tighten it up, and we're going to give it a try. And I've hammered down the ends the way JDCMUSICMAN does, just to get a smaller hole. And just for anybody that doesn't know, I'm sure you must know by now if you watch D3, but the regular standard MIG tips you buy at hardware stores can be threaded right into the end of a barb tip, a 1/4 inch barb tip. You just gotta buy the right thread. I believe it is called an M61. I'll have to check again. Oh, this is hard to do with one hand, holy shit. Okay, anyway. There you go, they just screw in and out. Alright, so here's the unit all sealed up and installed. So that's the whole setup that I got now. I have not lit this yet. This is still my first try. You can hear the gas coming out of all 3 burners. I don't know if you can tell, but the tips are slightly smaller than they're supposed to be because I hammered them shut. And I reduced the production down to about 2 to 2.5 liters a minute here. So we're going to light this up in a minute and see what we get. I'm going to turn the camera off when I light it, just in case there's any potential flashback or any danger. I got to be ready with both hands. It might be hard to see, but all 3 of those are going right now. Sorry if I'm talking loud, I got hearing protection on. Alright. Starting to smell like egg now. Yeah, all 3 flames are pure blue now. Needs to be closer to these flames for sure. Alright, let's try scrambling in some more eggs. There, now we've got a frying pan. Actually frying that butter. Okay. Settle down. And 1 egg. Alright, let's see what we can do with this type of flame setup. It should take about 5, maybe 7 minutes to cook this. Alright. I don't know whether to leave the camera run or to turn it off. It's probably going to be boring, so I'll turn it off for a minute. I'll turn it on when they're closer to being done. Okay, it's only been 30 seconds, but I turned it back on because it's cooking way faster than I thought it was going to cook. I have no idea what this pot or pan's going to look like underneath though. Okay. Keep an eye on my cell while still going. This is working out much better. What a boring video this must be. There we go. We're almost done here. I didn't take a wattage reading on how much I'm pushing here, but I took a flow test before I started, and like I said, it was just over 2 liters a minute. It's probably about 2.5 now. I might bump it up to a higher production, because it seems like this pan's holding up no problem. Like I said, I was worried about the pot of water, but that'll never burn as long as the water's in there. But I was concerned about a pan without any liquid in it. What will absorb the heat? Actually, it's working out pretty good. Let me see here. Yep. Alright, I'm not going to bore you anymore with this. This is pretty much done. But I'll show you one last time what the flames look like. 3 blue flames. Very, very hot standing over it. You can see from the top, from the bottom. Alright. That's what it looks like. The flames just go through the grate. So that's not bad. Try cooking lots more stuff on this in the future. I just wanted to note, when I cut the flames off to this, it did not flash back. As you can tell, this tube would be full of vapor right now if it flashed back. So that is pretty neat that MIG tip thing really works, or these tips being closed off really work, one of the two. But didn't flash back at all. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with this burner. Maybe I'll make 3 or 4 more of those and put them all in a row. Alright, so we know we can cook anything to do with boiling water or heating any type of liquids. We now know that we can fry an egg in a frying pan. We're going to try, I think next, maybe a stir fry, and then cooking something thick like a steak. And if all that works, then obviously a stove is a very feasible idea.